13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we are live.
Welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy guys voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
But you get to see me.
But before we get into tonight's episode, we do have some announcements to get through.
Chat
Our first
on.
sponsor, NordVPN. Sam.
You've heard me talk about NordVPN
Follow me
before.
on
It's the
Twitch.
best cybersecurity on the market. That's it. Matt, hack to you.
Wait, there's no ad?
We're on the moon. I really want to start exploring it, so let's just skip the ad. NordVPN, they sponsor us all the time. They're not even going to notice.
Cuarto Chan, estamos viendo Critical Role aquí en vivo.
Next.
You have to do
Está
the
en
ad.
Twitch.
What the hell, Ashley
Bienvenido.
Middlebrook?
Don't freak out. But we found this bomb on the set,
Una
and once you
bomba en el
start an
set.
ad, which you did, if you stop the advertisement, it will explode.
Exactly like the movie Speed?
Exactly like the movie Speed.
Oh, God.
Sam, you'll have to keep doing this ad, or the whole place is gonna blow.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
If lives are on the line, I have no choice.
Pregunto cuántos suscriptores tienen.
What are we doing?
NordVPN software can protect you from all kinds of threats,
Really,
DDoS
chat?
attacks, phishing, malware, password,
Really,
ransomware,
chat?
even malvertising. That's when you click an ad, which I've done many times, and the ad will share your IP address or configuration with hackers. But
it's
NordVPN, I'm parched. I need water.
Damn it, Sam, you have to keep going.
Right in the back of my throat. And it is definitely wrong. With NordVPN, threat protection blocks ads for smooth and safe browsing. It also scans and downloads. No.
Lord VPN.
No time here.
Okay, I'll keep going while you guys defuse the bomb.
Okay, we'll defuse the bomb.
But I don't know what to say.
Deberíamos de traducir esto al español, ¿no creo?
Okay. If someone tries to shut down
Mr.
your
Chat.
server, they might try to DDoS. Send a high volume of data to your
Which one are we got? The red one. Why? Because it's always the red one.
Oh, you sure?
I don't know.
Okay.
Someone caught me on it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
1,
Hoeveel?
2, no. We're clear. Oh, I can stop? Oh.
You did it, Sam. You saved my life. How can I repay you?
By subscribing to NordVPN, Marisha. They've been sponsoring the show for a long time, and supporting them helps support the channel. So go click on over and grab the NordVPN deal at nordvpn.com/criticalrole.
I spit in your face.
Lo hago, pero no lo veo.
I like it. And get an extra 4 months. Try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Matt, I'm sorry your wife had to do that.
Not as sorry as she is. Thank you, Sam.
Sam.
Thank you, NordVPN. Marisha, you got announcements.
Oh, Rum, you still have that.
Yeah, you still thirsty,
Mis
Sam?
gatos.
Definitely wrong.
That was
It hit the back of my throat.
You're used to it.
You've been there before.
Oh, wrong.
Yeah, it's good.
Marisha.
Candela Obscura, Time and Bone has come to its thrilling conclusion, but you can now peek behind this curtain with our Session Zero character creation video, as well as our Crafting a Mystery interview with the incomparable Abria Hyatt. Both VODs are now available on Twitch and YouTube. And then also, we just had the brilliant creators and narrators of Midst over for a fantastic roundtable. Yes, it was really awesome. You can now check that out. It's out on VOD now. And season 3 launches next week on February 14th. It's crazy. It's the best season yet. Get caught up. Subscribers get the first 3 episodes as well as lots of other perks. So consider subscribing at midst.co. And get ready for this new thrilling installment of this mind-boggling story.
That's great.
Estaba viendo la entrevista con Putin de Tucker Carlson.
Damn merch.
Muy interesante.
Starting with
Altamente.
this is for you, baby.
recomendado.
It's a chat about computer woodworking by artist Alexis Lampley. You can find them on Instagram at Late Night Letterer.
World's best
We
dad.
have 2 colors.
Políticos
We have this.
son
Wait,
predecibles.
we have this one. That's in the
Tienen
U.S.
una
It's kind of a
agenda y
heather
ahora
gray.
tratan de cumplir
And then we
propósitos.
also have this one. It's a
Esta gente
solid
no
gray.
los-
Oh.
esta
This is
gente
available in the UK and the EU. This one is the US and Canada.
Calling up some dinosaurs.
Check them out.
Those are cool.
Thank you.
Also, guess what else we have?
Oh.
We have more merch. I'm going to tell you
Liam,
right now.
You're gonna take those shirts home, right?
This is, okay, get ready. Because, you know, we have the Spells Hells collection. Well, now we're releasing an Arm of the Air Starry Bomber jacket. Awesome. I know. Wait. Look at the back. It's like your tattoo, little moon.
I'm taking that home.
It's super cool, and it's so comfy, and it's got this really beautiful lining.
Oh, wow.
No, and it's super comfortable. Anyway, it's in all our shops. Go check it out.
Wow. I love it.
Here. You can't take it home. We have to keep these here now.
But I can take it home, right?
But you can wear it.
You have more to say, Laura.
I'm saying more. Also, we have some stuff that I'm going to talk about.
Bro.
Our friends at Sideshow. Guess what? They have a beautiful Yasha statue that's coming out. It's open for pre-order right now. Channel your inner storm with flowers in your hair. I didn't read the prompter right at all there. And you can also, like, you know, if you already bought Bo, you can pair Yasha up with Bo. Look how much, like, you can't see Yasha right now.
Ah, this
They're
is-
so,
I thought
she
you were gonna
needs.
show us how they pair.
No, it's just saying Bo's hot. Yasha's also hot and would be hot right here.
Oh, okay.
Obviously very sad. Anyway, look at
Yep.
she's so lonely. Visit side.show/order Yasha to pre-order Yasha. Or you can check out any of Sideshow's other stunning Critical Role statues. They have prints. They're all real cool. They have other stuff. Check it out. Now I'm really done.
Awesome.
Dan
Thank
and
you,
I
Dave.
had a long
And I believe that
standing
concludes our
discussion.
announcements. So, while you manage to take care of your parched mouths, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
One by one we climb until we reach the top. 2 by 2 we fall. Will we meet our end or meet our destiny? Hold your breath and roll. It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. Who knows what will happen?
There's some very naughty cats doing some very naughty things. But my main cat is in the bed, sleeping. Meow. Didn't work. There she is. And the other one, right there. That's Ashton. It's half wild. At least they're in my room now. With my cats. I have a lot of cats. How did I get so many cats?
And welcome back. So, last we left off, Bell's
Okay, we
Hells,
are.
after fighting and sneaking their way to the center of the Tishtan excavation site, stepped upon the bloody bridge and found yourselves transported to the surface of the red moon of Omen, Ruidus itself. Upon arriving, you used the still lingering spell from Kill the Erishar to transform into mist. Once you had managed to escape a brief encounter in the center of the receiving encampment on the moon and managed to evade discovery long enough to
Homemade
escape over
ginger
the
ale.
windy and dust-covered landscape.
Looks
Upon
like
traveling
this.
and traversing
Homemade
to a
ginger
region
ale.
that seemed safe, you found a cavern where you could rest and collect your thoughts. And
Right.
Imogen
Sinuses.
reached your mind out to try and connect to the weird drawing essence of the very moon that you stand on. In doing so, you seemed to draw some attention, but learned some very important things. And as you now continue to seek information about what's happening here, what's important about it, who's responsible, and what you can bring back that might offer an advantage to all those that lie in wait on Exandria, you continued on through a storm, met some of the local wildlife from a distance, and then settled down in a mountain-nestled city or village, where it seemed a lot of farm folk and livestock were being tended to, gathered in a very simple life, still with a Rylorn presence, some working, some walking with authority. But here in the shadow, 5 of your troop have traveled down into one of the little farm sections
What's
and
tattoo
offshoot
on
of the
his
village
wrist?
proper, and again transform back into your physical selves from the mist form within a storage structure of some kind. Upon nearly completing your structure, your transference, an entity walked in and noticed. About to squeal for a moment, you shouted towards it to stay quiet, and through a brief moment of persuasion, the tension seems to have been abated or not crossed over into anything dangerous, as the somewhat hulking-looking, kind of round-backed, tree trunk-like armed creature, its hood kind of pulled up over its eyes, its cherub-like cheeks, its kind of curled, thin nostril-like elephant-type nose that kind of just pushes past the mouth, looks up at you with dark eyes, and is now quivering, asking you in common, What are you doing? Who are you?
We're here to help against the Ruby Vanguard. We're not with them.
I don't want to get involved. I don't want anything to do.
Are you Imperium?
No. Yeah, we all are in...
What is Imperium?
We're friends. We're don't worry, we're not here. Oh, hi. Hi, smiley day to you. We're friends. We're not here to harm anyone.
Are you friends of the Imperium?
Are you friends of the Imperium?
Oh boy, that's not shady.
I think
Yes, we are friends of the Imperium.
Okay.
Then we're friends of
She's a
the...
friend of ours.
Wait. No, they're bad.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Oh, Imperium's
Yes,
bad.
check it. Friends of the Imperium. But he's just saying that because he thinks that
We're
friends of the Imperium.
I'm gonna wait. Wait, let me see if I have a spell slot. Spells. Yes. I'm gonna detect thoughts.
You're going to detect thoughts?
Mhm.
Surface?
Sure.
All right.
I just want to see what he's thinking of about the Imperium.
Okay. The immediate kind of emotional journey that the surface of this creature's mind gives you is that of panic, fear, a hint of like curiosity, but in their head they're like, it's a test. A test. I think it's a test.
If we said we are not friends of the Imperium, would you turn us in? Because if we said
Oh,
that,
that sounds like a
Feels
test.
like a test, too.
Of course,
This is a
immediately.
look, we're ridiculous.
We hate the Imperium. All right? Let's just be out with it.
You are dressed like the friends of the Imperium.
No, we're not. We don't like them.
We had to sneak in because they're everywhere. So this is how we got in.
We're here to take them down.
I have to turn you in.
No.
You don't have to.
Wait, am I able? Was I? Yeah, you're here.
Hi.
Hi.
I'll tell you, we can figure that out later. Would it be okay just to have a conversation I mean, like, just because we're a little
Listen.
confused.
I don't know what you're talking to your chest right now. I don't know if you're like alerting somebody about something. But listen.
Yes.
Listen.
No, you don't have to say yes.
Yeah, you don't have to. Listen.
Yes.
We are not friends of the Imperium. Okay, we're here to just scope things out and trying to get answers. But we're not friends with the Imperium. But we really don't want to alert them that we're here.
We're trying to help you.
Okay. You see, kind of looks down at his chest again. Make a persuasion check for me, friend.
His chest.
What is he looking at? Can I see what he's looking at?
Make a perception check.
This is like,
Can I aid her by
But I'm
taking?
still detecting his thoughts, so would I have... Okay.
Can I aid her by using the monocle of true essence?
You are cloud.
oh, balls.
Wait, maybe I did this a week ago, I can't remember. I want to make sure that everything's quiet on the lunar front and see if anyone else is coming. If there's any
Oh
problems.
yeah, we were trying.
Did you say persuasion?
For talks.
Okay.
I'm also looking around the room for other exits or anything sort of odd in here.
Certainly.
Negrito.
Well,
I rolled 21 for perception to see what he's looking at.
okay. You see something kind of shifting underneath the cowl that's kind of put over the shoulders, like there's movement over here.
Like he's got a creature in his pocket?
Or a third arm or something. I rolled a 23, just look around that area.
So, looking around, the only real exit is the entrance where you all and this figure came in. You don't see, there's no windows here. It's just it's a sizable storage shed, but it is just a storage shed with no other discernible exit. You see something moving here, and looking at you, you see this like conflict in its expression. Its thick brows are like turned upward, and kind of a knotted bit of being caught in their own decision-making process.
It's okay.
What is to do? And you see as it kind of
Can I hear any kind of distress in their brain?
you hear distress, and you hear like, oh, it's too young, and you hear this sort of faint noise, and the figure kind of like, I need to talk to someone. I.
Get up.
Wait. Please, we just want to have a conversation and then we'll leave and you...
Where's this person you want to talk to?
Imperium.
No.
What
Please, our lives are depending on you. If you turn us in, they'll kill us.
What's your name?
I don't know.
Don't
You don't know?
know? Or did
Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't let me follow.
I am going to stand by.
Donovan?
What are you yelling for?
I don't know. Okay. I am going to create just a little flower, just a little
That's for
druid
the
crown.
bidet.
A little flower.
Bidet.
With a beautiful lavender calming scent, but it's just a beautiful purple flower.
You create the flower and kind of, it's like backing away, like still holding the kind of the glowing amulet. The here kind of like stops, kind of looks at it.
For you, if you want it.
And he said, "You like, it's too many tests. I don't want to fail it." Like, oh no. Big old meaty fingers, like and then kind of moves it down, and you watch as underneath the robes, these two, what you didn't see, a much smaller additional set of folded arms that are like right in the sternum area, kind of come out with these long, thin, very dexterous fingers that kind of grab the flower and begin to kind of turn it over in its face as it kind of glances. The bigger one's more not suited for a delicate maneuverability.
I would see.
As it kind of looks at it, you hear that weird babbling again. It kind of shifts a bit, and you watch as this Small, almost like an iguana-like humanoid. It kind of crawls out underneath and up the smaller arms. Long, like thin, almost feel like. At first glance, it looks almost like a gimp, but it's thick scale hide and it's like thin body. Its thin limbs as it crawls along deftly. It also looks weirdly adorable. Its eyes have this kind of gold shimmer to it, and it kind of curls up along the smaller arms and kind of looks at the flower and starts chewing on it. It's like, no, not. Okay.
Yeah, if he needs a snack, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna cast tongues on myself just so I can understand if that creature murmurs again.
Okay.
Is this your... Who is this?
This is Kane. Yeah.
I have a little pet too. Would you like to meet him?
Oh, okay.
Can I reach in the bag and pull out pate?
Let's go.
Shut up! Shut up!
Like backs up, and she's like curls up and like.
You don't have to immediately talk.
You pick up the babbling. It's not language. Oh, it's babbling.
Oh. Okay, I'll relay that to my friend. We're clearly not from around here. If that isn't.
You are dreamers, yes?
Dreamers. I do dream. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
You are dreamers.
Is that what they call them here?
You're not with Imperium. You promise?
Oh, no, we don't know what that is. I mean, we know what the Imperium is.
You
We
can
don't
see
know.
I'm just holding close, and we're wearing really not Imperium stuff under this. This is, yeah, no.
Like reaches out, big, thick, kind of calloused fingers, kind of rub against material and kind of.
It's new.
I pull out my membership card for the Dreamscape Theater in Drusar.
Oh, wow.
I don't have any identification, but look, see, this is where we're from. We're from a place called Drusar.
Small arms kind of grab it, and the creature kind of curls up a little bit to inspect it, starting to look at that too. Stop eating. I want to keep flour. I've not seen one before.
Can I have my membership card back? It gives
Yes,
us like
of course,
VIP access. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sorry. This. Wow. We're not supposed to talk to the dreamers when they come through.
How often do they come through?
Not often. More in past weeks, but
Dreamers.
we've recently not made me.
Are dreamers just not from around here? Is that what you...
Dreamers are from the
Mexicans. Lots of Mexicans watching this, I guess.
This is
Like
really,
me.
this is very neat. I've not met a dreamers, talked to them before.
I'll leave a gym.
Virgin, don't know, I told you that already.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
And this is Kane?
This is Kane. Kane goes, Kane, be friend.
Chicano Nation. They'll be the new leaders of the Chicano Nation.
Comes back in.
Oh my goodness.
Kane is still a babe. It's my sight.
My sight?
Sight.
They roll the dice to figure out
Is that true?
international politics.
Yes. We are Bormodos. People of the land.
Tormodos?
Bormodos. And every Bormodo bonds with the Saita and at a young age. And I lost my last Saita, so this is new Saita. But it's very young, so I'm still teaching. Still very rambunctious is the word, right?
Decide to get bigger, or do they stay that size, or?
They get bigger. And you see his hands do like.
First sight I've ever seen, and Bormodo as well. This is new.
How do you connect with them, and what do they do?
They help clean us. They help keep watch. They just kind of are there to be companion and look out. And we keep them warm, and we feed them scraps, and it is
it is symbiotic. Yes.
Symbiosis.
How do you speak the language that we speak?
Many of us learned through your dreams.
Through our dreams?
Yeah.
So you can hear and see us when we dream?
As we've been experienced and taught, we do not dream, we dream yours. You are the dreamers, and when we go to rest, we get to witness your dreams.
Wow.
The good ones and the bad ones?
Yeah.
Is it all different people's dreams that you experience,
Yeah,
or just a
you
one
walked into
person?
one person? Yeah.
No, it depends. Sometimes it's.
You see this kind of wistful look come over the eyes of Dono.
Sometimes it's very beautiful. It's like getting to see all these little stories every night.
So that's amazing. Do you ever? I'm just so curious. Do you? I mean, I
Suddenly feeling a little embarrassed by some of my dreams.
I've been sort of poking around in dreams myself with a lot of these dreamers, and some of them are a little disturbing, and some of them are a little bit like not safe for work. Like
you see this like this odd purplish tint begin to rise to the cheeks of Dono. It's like
the dreamers have a very vivid imagination.
You don't recognize any of us, do you?
Do you tap into our dreams?
I don't believe so.
So sometimes we just walk through. Dreamers just come through. Do we even know that you're there? Do we normally acknowledge or talk to anybody?
I have not experienced. I'm with simple farm folk. If you want to know more of that philosophical elements, you better in capital city.
Where is the capital city?
The capital city is. I have not been there, but the.
1 kilometer.
Yes.
it is not following.
City is called Creviris.
Creviris.
This is what the Creviris Imperium is capital that. I have not visited, but the elder has been when they were young.
Oh, the elder of your town, of your village?
One of
The good Russian accent is
I can take you to speak to elder
one
Bucky.
person, yes?
We would love that. Before we go, there's a couple more
The
of us
coincidence
who
that Putin
exist and
is
might
talking
just
to
appear
Carlson
at some
because he's
point.
got a Russian
Not
accent.
Imperium?
This
No,
Donald.
definitely not. Even less Imperium than us. And also, do you need anything? Do you need help with anything? You're a farmer. What do you farm? Is there anything we can do to help to show that we are 100% on your side?
Actually, what do you farm? I'm really curious.
I will turn you into the Imperium.
What?
Wait.
What?
I just have to check.
Oh.
It might still be a trick. I don't know. I've not done this before.
I think the rule is if you ask Imperium if they are Imperium, they have to, by law, tell you that they are.
Don't tell people that, because I don't think they really
So if
do.
you ask us and we say no, then
Regreso, mi señor. Ah, se te fue la señal, Roberto.
You watch through a lot of the communication, like the really small arms at the front. Very
Afortunadamente yo tengo internet y tengo electricidad.
And react and curl
Por el
on.
momento. Solo por hoy, como dice Rosso.
This little additional form of physical expression that's usually tucked and hidden within the cloak.
Well, you can bring more. Just be quiet and please don't say I help.
How many of the Ralorans are that you probably don't call them that here?
Locals?
Yeah, the tall. Okay. How many of them are in the city?
I think no, maybe 2,000, maybe more. we have armor right over as well. We also have the Courts, also have the Abaddons, so we also have the
Those big creatures that are out there, those beasts of burden.
the Courts have the many horns.
Wookors.
They hold the many horns.
And then run straight into the dust storm. I don't know how they do that, but that was really good.
That's very quick. W-U-U-K-O-R.
Oh.
How much Imperium is in this city? We're trying to keep it.
Probably about 1,000 or so Imperial.
Relax, all things considered.
No, it's been pretty intense. There's some left recently.
Proyecto de TikTok.
There's been a lot of movement. We've been pushing for
No te preocupes.
double mounts.
No hay fecha para nada de eso. Se hace cuando terminamos.
Of training Abaddons.
Yo estoy pues, tratando de sacar
Abaddon is,
billetes
it is
de mi trasero porque no hay otra adaptación de libreto por el momento y todavía tengo deudas de mi tarjeta de crédito importantes que tengo que pagar este mes. Entonces estoy un poco apurado por el dinero, pero ya decidí que no me voy a preocupar. Dinero viene, dinero va, no voy a estresarme por el dinero. No vale la pena, la vida es demasiado corta.
Or you just train them to be mounted and like.
Well, we train them to hunt with us. There are the skull, which is the storm riding winged beasts. There are all manner of small critters that use for food and or health to keep warm when the cold storms come through. Yeah.
You are so fascinating to talk to. We love it. We want to keep going, but we don't want to get you in trouble. So if you're going to march us somewhere, do we need to cloak ourselves or make ourselves look
We took a minute, we could all just vanish and then follow you to the elders, and then you would warn them that we would be appearing, but we could get there undetected if we so desired.
Your elders, are they against the Imperium as well?
I don't know.
I'm a little nervous about meeting anyone else.
Elder Barth is very nice, and with people who I trust. Barth, he does not speaks in hushed tones about frustration with recent pressures. He's known me since I was a small.
If he trusts him, or
Yeah,
they
but-
trust him.
The Ralorans tend to read thoughts. You know that.
He knows more about the capital city. Like that might be worth. Don't trust him.
I know, I just don't want to get them in trouble. The more people that, this is all in our brains. The more people that are exposed to us, the more people we put at risk.
Yeah, but like.
That's worth it.
Yeah, we're here on a mission for God.
Would your elders be open for council tonight?
Maybe I could go look. We've definitely put most of our stock to rest for the night, other than the shadow hunters out with their mounts. I can look into.
There's so much vocabulary.
You've got so much lore, Dodo.
We'll turn invisible again, and we'll wait out. We'll follow you. Well, we can follow and wait outside, and then just wave, and then we can come in and appear.
Do you happen to know when the dreamers started coming here for the first time?
It was like a number of weeks back, a couple months maybe.
This time we thought Rude is close enough to examine. How did you know that you were dreaming our dreams?
That is what the Weave Mind tells us.
Weave Mind?
Lore.
Who is the Weave Mind?
The Weave Mind are the masters of the Imperia.
God.
They are the ones that connect us to the dream that connect us to the one who sleeps.
Rodolfo,
That's Bradavos. I know that one.
do you know who sleeps?
What they say.
That's what they say. Did you ever hear about the one who sleeps prior to?
It's not my business. I just focus on my work.
I have a question.
Abaddons. Is there anything that can make them lose focus? Do you know of any like sense that they don't like or?
Loud noises tend to spook them, and they can become unruly. I know that while we have to keep them calm through, they have places on the shoulders where it's sensitive, to where with right petting they can become docile or ready to eat. It's how we keep them under control for training purposes. The Rylora, however, they can get into the Abaddon's head and directly control at times, depending.
We're doing a lot of notes. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry. How far away is the elder? Is it like across the way or down the
Oh, it's
path? Or?
closer to the center of the outpost. This is Resora.
This is the town.
Welcome to Resora.
Well, I think we should do this. I think let's vanish and then we'll follow. So we're gonna slowly disappear, and then we will follow you to the elder's house, and then once you give the signal, we'll come in and appear.
Very well.
I think that's a good plan. This is a good
Yeah.
plan.
We're gonna just turn into a dream for a second, and then we'll come back.
We'll be able to see you.
Can I watch?
Just kind of stands there looking at you all.
Wow.
Bye.
Very impressive.
Okay.
Pulls the hood forward a little bit, like sets the dangling amulet down for a bit and turns around. You can see, like, as you kind of drift out and around, you can see this squat, like, lumbering mountain of a creature kind of does the best it can to kind of hop and heel click with excitement before heading back towards the doorway and slowly opening and stepping out. The wind kind of blowing past a bit of dust kind of plumes pushing by.
Do we see Chetty and Orin floating around?
It's hard to see where they are at a first glance in the space, but on communication you can quickly kind of communicate.
We're gonna meet the elders. Or an elder.
There's an elder we're meeting. This guy's really nice. His name is Donut.
But he does know a lot, which is pretty cool.
And we're in Resora. It's the name of this outpost.
Yeah, there's a sign right over there that says Resort.
Oh, shit!
Population, don't know.
All right.
Are we following him?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Subtly.
You can see now throughout the evening village, there are a number of figures that kind of just walk patrol through the various walkways, carrying these lanterns that are like a blue spherical glass that just kind of like maintains a steady, almost magical light source around it. There's not a lot of torch or firelight out here, probably because the heavy winds would scatter and put things out rather rapidly. But you can hear like the shifting of the Mukors, of other smaller creatures and such that are kind of put off into small paddocks and areas to kind of bundle up and sleep for the night. So it's kind of still and quiet. There's a little bit of life to it, but usually just people finishing up their work for the day or just keeping eyes out. You fall past a number of these other dome-like mud and rock homesteads and structures, watching the kind of slightly swaying gait of Dona as he just looks around, kind of glancing in the sky around, keeping an eye out for where you might be, and kind of looks over and gets lost for a second before remembering what he's doing and continues on the path. You watch as one Rylorn comes by, and you can see it's just wearing standard rough and tumble work clothes, and it kind of just gives a nod. Dono gives a nod back and walks by. Continues past kind of a small, what looks like what would be like a trade square where there are a number of collapsed tents and tables, not in use at the moment. Moves around the left-hand side of that square towards a cluster of 3 larger buildings that kind of sit next to each other, like a massive ellipses. Stepping up around it, you can see another pair of Ryloran come by, one that is smaller than the juggernauts you've encountered, but definitely more muscular than some others you've seen, and is well armored. These kind of metallic shoulder pauldrons that kind of scoop up into these large spikes. You can see chains that kind of dangle from edge to edge, and they have the kind of bony crest of their head itself is adorned with a similar chain as one of the ones that you had previously met through summoning before. And you can see Dono kind of keep a wider berth to keep around as they kind of glance over and just keep walking. Eventually Dono circles around towards the center of those 3 larger buildings and kind of comes up to the door, looks around to see if he sees you. It takes him a good solid minute or so before he can kind of find the wisps of dust cloud that aren't going anywhere.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So we're spending minutes, at least minutes, sort of floating overhead and looking down. A couple questions. One, what's the ratio of Donos to Rylorans to Formodos? Thank you.
You don't see many Bormodos out at this time. Many of them seem to have gone to their homes. You can see within all the homes there's kind of either dull firelight inside crackling or similar light sources like that pale blue that you saw before. There's maybe about 3 dozen figures that you see throughout this entire village total that are currently out and about moving. Some of them are like carrying the last of their workload for the day. Some of them appear to be not unlike the Ryloran that you just saw, in the process of just keeping watch, making sure that nothing untoward is going on. But when you first came down into the town and got a quick glance as you were kind of looking over, this town's probably 75% Bormodo at least. But there were working Ryloran as well.
Okay, and then follow-up questions. Looking at these 2, which look like sort of guards or warriors of some kind, using the fighter ability Know Your Enemy, can I ask if their total class levels are lower than Orm's, and if their armor class are lower than Orm's? Those are the 2 traits that I'm assessing.
Their total class level?
Yeah, total class level in comparison to Orm's.
Right. In comparison to Orm's, they're a little bit lower. They're no pushover, but you do not see them as seasoned soldiers. You don't feel threatened by them to
I'll lay down, but if I lay down, I may fall asleep because I'm tired.
AC is
I don't
lower.
want to fall asleep.
And the last question is, what
Sure.
kind of attitude do those warriors have towards the Bormodos around them? That's not a feature or anything. I'm just trying to see if, like, are they chill together? Is it antagonistic?
Make an insight check.
Terrible. That is a 2 + 3.
Hard to tell at night when you're a fart.
Thanks.
It's hard at night being a foreign.
Dono comes to the back of the large kind of dome structure, and you can see it like at a distance it looks just like one massive kind of rock mud dome. As you get closer to it, you can see there's like scalloped edges with window kind of circle window holes and portals that themselves have bits of glass that's a little warped and natural in its shape that kind of fits into the window spots. You can see there are like strips like banners of painted art or some sort of flags or decoration that brings a little color to the exterior. These particular buildings have a little more of an aesthetic to them than what you've encountered on the outskirts of the village. You watch as Dono kind of eventually makes eyes towards your group, kind of nods, looks around nervously, kind of leans out against the wall, looks around, leans in, one of the small hands goes, waits, looks back at the rest of you.
It's a really good spot.
Really doesn't look obvious.
You hear a sound of shifting chain. The door opens slightly, and you see a figure kind of just framed in shadow as the door opens. A similar sort of a hunched shape, not even made out much detail, and Donor kind of talks for a moment. Tiny hands get together and kind of tap nervously. The big arms kind of come together and tap nervously in a much slower way.
He's got small hands coming out of his chest.
Yes,
It's
I don't think so, no small hands coming out of your chest.
It's fucking weird.
Yep.
And awesome.
Slowly the door opens a little further, and you can see the figure kind of lean out for a minute. And you can see in the other hand they have like a large gnarled stick, it looks like, that they're kind of leaning on. They kind of glance out, and you watch Dono go and point up to all of you, and the creature just takes the staff and knocks him in the head, and it's like,
I break for the open door.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Dono kind of lumbers in, and all of you kind of shift into the interior.
Casual.
Now,
Yeah.
I move into the lungs of the elder.
oh my goodness. So,
It was a test.
heading into the interior of this chamber, you can see this kind of low light, these kind of candle-like lanterns that are lit and give this, you get the smell of unique spices that you've never really smelled before. There's almost like a sweetness to the air, but it also meets a charcoal-like burnt scent that creates this incense-like aesthetic on the inside. You can see there are all these wide, squat tables that have been carved from stone and other materials that you can't quite make out what the source may have been. There are a number of heavy, look almost like chairs that can also be beds, but they're kind of in a heavy reclined position, and they're thick with like heavy woven material that's put over them and cushions. You can see there's kind of a unique looking tea kettle that almost seems to like curl upward in a spiral before the spout stops. And there's a little flame beneath that that's kind of burning, and a number of these look like metal cups that are like these massive metal cups that kind of come to a small domed bottom. They're kind of set around this table, and you watch as the two of them kind of shuffle over towards the sides of the table. Dono's like, is it okay for you to meet my friends? And the elder kind of turns around. You can see the long, stringy elements of kind of like gray-white hair that kind of tumble and tangle out from underneath their hood as they kind of pull it back. And you can see they have a very similar facial structure to Dono, but much older. You can see the wrinkles are very deep set. You can almost not see the eyes. They're so deeply pushed back. And as they turn around to look at Dono, there's a very stark intensity to their expression that then immediately, as it curls into a smile, like melts away into the most grandfatherly-like expression you've seen. This figure kind of sets the staff down to the side on the table and goes, well, yes, you can have them operate when that seems appropriate.
Is anyone going first, or are we doing it all at the same time?
Oh my, that's
Oh, all at once, huh?
What a majestic arrival. Your friends here, Dono. Wow, very wild. All right.
Oh no.
Hello.
The really big moon.
Yeah. What's your name?
Gingerly.
Dreamers, friends from the world beyond. I am your humble elder Marthy the Honored. I believe you met Dono?
Yes.
Well, thank you, Dono, for your time. You can sit down for a second. Anyway.
Guess we know whose dreams he's been invading.
If I might ask, before things get too hairy, what can you give me assurances that you are in line with me?
Have you ever seen the Imperium turn into mist and
No, but we've seen a lot of really wild things of late, so,
Did you say that we are aligned with the Imperium?
No,
or
but
not?
to make sure we're not.
Open up that back of holding.
Immediately you watch him kind of reel, like, and that one. No.
We're friends. Look at us.
That's extremely disturbing.
You're keeping that.
I'm sure that's pretty
all right, so you're dreamers.
Dream to song.
Now look, I've been working in this Imperium for the majority of my life, and that's no
Negrito.
pushover. So, grabbing a dead
Casi negro.
brother and Juggernaut, that's quite impressive. I say so, but
Y luego la mi gente.
what are you doing? What do you want?
A ver, ataca la cámara. No, no huyas,
Powerful
cobarde.
enough to traverse that weird red beam and just show up on the doorstep.
Don't know anything about this place. Your history,
Ataca mis cucharas.
your lives, the differences between the folk that are here.
Hearing and learning about us through our dreams, I guess, for a long time now. We didn't know we existed until just a few weeks ago.
Meow. Yeah.
Our experience after we do our training,
Well, I mean, obviously we don't speak for everyone.
¿Qué tiraste?
How did you know you were dreaming your dreams? You know, sometimes you have dreams and you're like, I don't even know who it was, where it was, stuff like that. No.
we're told from a very, very young age that's how things are. And, you know, when you've been dreaming for the majority of your life and nothing in it seems to reflect your own personal experiences. I don't know. It's as lonely as it is beautiful.
You know about our world. To be honest.
We have guests, tables, we tell. There are interesting interpretations that we spread between ourselves, and cold nights, and talk of theories, but even that's kind of a dangerous for a conversation.
It's an exchange of information, then we'd love to learn about this place from you. We'll answer any questions about our home.
And we're not some rogue faction. We represent actually a much larger contingent of people that are against the Roman Vanguard and everything they're doing up here, including the Imperium.
Well, let's not form or speak to any sort of disloyalty that I hold towards the Imperium. But I would be happy to give you some tea.
Please give us all the tea.
400 years old, is he being literary, or what does that mean?
But also, I would love to try, like, literal tea, because I'm sure it's something that we've never tried before.
Let me go ahead and get another batch going.
That
Go.
sounds...
I don't think I'm going to do a full review of this show because I want to lay down. And when I lay down, I'm going to turn the lights off. So I won't be recording myself watching the show. I'll just be watching the show. And I don't have that many comments. In fact, I love just listening to it
Putting together a combination
quietly and letting my mind
to the base of this spiraling piece. While looking over your
wander in
shoulder, and you can see like the movement beneath the hood.
Matt Mercer's world.
This is Elder Barth, correct?
So,
Barthy.
see you in the next program, guys.
So,